please. No texting, no talking, please. Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, a.k.a. Pamela Dobson, of the SMRF Family International Interactive Ministry, where we do read the Word of God, beloved, 7 minutes every day, so you do not have to read. Today's read is for August the 1st. August the 1st, 2024. It is Thursday. 7 minutes, 7 minutes. We have a beautiful, beautiful timer here. By my daughter, Lisa. The timer is set, reading from the King James Version of the Word of God. Genesis, the 38th chapter. And it reads, And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren, and turned in to a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hara. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her, and went in unto her. And she conceived and bare a son, and called his name And she conceived again, and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she yet again conceived, and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was at Chebzeb when she bare him. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. So then said Judah to Tamar his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow at thy father's house, till Shelah my son be grown. For he said, Lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And so Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. And in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. And Judah was comforted, and went in unto his sheep shear to Timnah, he and his friend Hara, the Adulamite. And so it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garments off her. She covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place, which is by the way to Timnah, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. Now when Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot, because she had covered her face. And so he turned unto her by the way, and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, Well, what pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and that staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she arose and went away, and laid by her veil from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Adulamite, to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the men of the place, saying, Where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no harlot in this place. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the men of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And so it came to pass about 3 months after, that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law hath played the harlot. And also, behold, she is with a child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let her be burned. And when she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose these are am I with child. And she said, Discern, I pray thee, whose are these, the signet and the bracelets and the staff? And Judah acknowledged them and said, She hath been more righteous than I, because that I have gave her not to Shelah my son. And he knew her again no more. And so it came to pass in the time of her travail, that behold, twins were in her womb. And so it came to pass when she travailed, that one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And so it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out, and he said, Hast thou broken forth? How hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his name was called Perez. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah. Chapter 31. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was prosperous. He was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and served him, and made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. And so it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. And so it came to pass after these things, that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused, and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness, and sin against God? And so it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her or to be with her. And so it came to pass about this time, that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house therein. And she caught him. So that was 7 minutes. What time is it? Ooh, I'm already over y'all time. So y'all going to go to lunch, look at the replay, because I'm going to finish reading this. We got about another minute and a half. We're on Genesis, the 39th chapter, 12th verse is 7 minutes. But we're going to keep on trucking through to get to the end of this story for today. Okay? Let's keep reading. And she caught him by his garment, saying, Lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. And so it came to pass, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of the house and spake unto them, saying, See, he hath brought in this Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until this Lord came home. And she spake to him according to these words, saying, The Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. And so it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And so it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spake unto him, saying, After this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him, put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, showed him mercy, gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him. And that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper. May the Lord add a blessing to you that hear me, the reader of this exciting Word of God. The story of Joseph, one of the most exciting stories in the Bible. If these reads are a blessing to you, if they are a blessing to you, you're on your lunch, you're gone, that's okay. You're looking at the replay. You're looking at the replay. Those of you looking at this YouTube replay, if you want to be a blessing to the woman of God, here you go. There's a way you can be a blessing. You can go to that place to be a blessing, and or you can go to 7-Minute Bling. 7minutebling.com. 7-Minute Bling. At 7-Minute Bling, the beautiful pieces of jewelry that you see me wearing every day, $5. $5. These have little pretty green rhinestones in them. I don't know if you can see them or not. This necklace is over 3-4 years old. $5. Paparazzi jewelry. That's how good it is. That's how long it lasts. I'm like, when is stuff gonna break? Sometimes they do break, but very seldom. Very seldom. $5. I paid more money through the years at different other jewelry shows. You paid $19, $20 a piece, $30 a piece. Don't look no better and last no better. So God bless you. If you want to be a blessing, do that. If not, until the next, check out the YouTube for the commentary read. God bless you.